Does anybody know where we are? No? Well, this is Thimbleland. This is Thimbleland Reborn, actually. The first one I started in the extreme hills, this exact same seed, and carrots, no, baked potatoes, yeah. Way back, and I think the version that I started it in was 1.62, might have been 164. I'm not really sure, but this one was started in 162. And the reason I started it in 162 is I liked this terrain generation. This version of Minecraft 1.62, it has different terrain generation than 1.7.10, or I think it's 1.6.8, which was the world generation update, where you had the biomes were different. As of that update, terrain generation was different, and if I entered this seed, this exact same seed would be totally different. We'd be, instead of this being extreme hills, we'd be in a jungle. Now this started off as very large biomes, and that's interesting, but I decided to do something creative. What I did was I went into Mist and I looked around between both seeds, both this one and the other one, to find out where I could find the biomes that I wanted. And I compared them and came up with a few different places I wanted to go and open up very large biome territory. But I did this with a twist. I opened it up in this seed and I did a little exploring around spawn. So I opened up all the territory around spawn that I wanted, and there is a village about 1,000 blocks in that direction with a desert, and I think there's a jungle over that way, and there's also a birch forest and a forest and different things over in that direction. Coffee, yeah. So I'm opening up different areas of this world because I want to do something different. I've already opened these places up in creative, by the way. I went flying and opened up territory because I already know what's around here. There's no iron farm over there yet. There's no big entrance right there yet. There's no giant tower over here yet, and there's no nothing around here. I haven't put an ice farm up there. I haven't put my cow farm over here. I've just been farming birch and gonna get my cow farm up and running over there. And right now, temporarily, it's over here like it was last time. But I opened up territory in 1.7.10 too. But I had to go to the nether. I had to go to the nether and go to the roof. And then I traveled like 3,000 blocks out to these various different locations in my world. And I found them using a mist, or a mist. I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyway, it's a tool that you use to basically figure out where biomes are and various different things in the game. operates outside of the game. So I opened it up and I figured out where I wanted to go, and I plotted a course in the Nether to these places, opened up a portal, and opened up that territory. I opened up, I think, about 4 different places. I opened up a mesa, and all of this was using the 1710 world generation. And so the very large biomes are like about 4 times as big as the 162 version biomes. They're huge. And so the territories were like 30,000 blocks away in the overworld, but in the Nether they're only like about 3,000 blocks away. So I opened up these territories. I opened up a mesa, and I opened up a desert. I opened up a ice spikes biome, and I opened up a mushroom island, which is as big as a continent. Then I found myself a witch hut that's surrounded by marsh, just nothing but water around it, and opened that up. And then I went back into the roof and I destroyed all the portals and sealed up the bedrock and flew back to spawn and sealed that up. So then I basically went into NBT Explorer and edited the world so that it is no longer large biomes, it is default biomes. So the default world terrain generation is in place, and I can now rest easy knowing that I'm not going to be engulfed in a giant jungle for the new world generation. Anybody who saw my last video on Thimbleland world, this world, knows that out in every direction surrounding spawn is nothing but jungle. All the terrain that I had opened up was engulfed in a jungle, and that's how big those extra large biomes are in the new world gen. It's stupendous. It's stupid. It's retardedly stupid how big they are. So that's no fun for anybody, and that's not the way it started out. So I decided to do my own thing and get rid of that stupidity. So here we are, and I've done some creative editing, and this is what it's gonna be. So I've just started. I mean, you've basically seen everything I've built here. I'm still doing the grassroots stuff, trying to get my act together so that I can get out there eventually. I've been farming food so I can go under and just be a dwarf in the mountain for a couple weeks, just mining diamonds so I can get my gear on, so that I can go to the Nether Fort and then basically make sure that I can get resources to go to the Nether and get a beacon materials, get some skulls and whatnot. Right now I've got nothing. I've got, I think, 4 or 5 ender eyes, and that's it. Don't have much of anything. I went to the fortress over there, but there's very little I can do other than just find it. I knew where it was, so I knew where to go, but been there, done that. But in this world, it did generate caves differently, which I was pleased by that, so we're going to be doing a lot of caving. Anyway, that's the update. I'm Riptieron. I'll see you later. Bye.